EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Oh, what a move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On play action, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And complete, right side to Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Houston set to take over. Mills and the Texans now come up with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Following following the penalty. It's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Mills. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mills. This pass complete to Higgins. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Mills. And that one complete once again to Higgins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing, Mills. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Mills now. Throw left side to Higgins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Again, it's Cook. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Bills.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw is Mills. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Mills. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Allen off the bootleg. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Cook again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. Now Mills on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Mills to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. They'll try and do this himself, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Palmer. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
It's 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Prater's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect. And he executed so well.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. A beautiful fake. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Mills. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Mills. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Daquan Jones.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
To the air, Allen. And that's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
At the 20
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Mills. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he's going to... The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Chubb running right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5. From the gun, here's Mills. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing, Mills. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the Bills' 25-yard
So that now
line.
4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Third and 3. Mills now. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are, or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now Mills on the sneak, and he is going to have the Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Play fake, Mills. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Over the middle, complete. That's Collins.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On play action, Mills. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Mills. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Marks. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Palmer going to go in motion left. Allen going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll get this just to the 47, one-yard gain.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 17-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw is Mills. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. So 8 yards on the completion there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's Mills. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up the first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They run it again with Cook. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Option play. Here's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Yeah, this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add to their fourth quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Mills and the Texans now come up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all, and that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mills to throw it. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mills on the bootleg. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And it's incomplete but they cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Allen now on the sneak. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll give to Cook on the read option. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the middle with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here is Mills and the Texans down by 13, 1:53 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Mills. Pass complete to Higgins. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 6 coming up. To throw, Mills. Finding Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's 1st down. One last shot from Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.